crazy game. Just so proud of my team for hanging in there and finding a way to get it done. We scored a bunch of runs early in the ball game, and Florida State, you just got to give them credit. They hit everything in sight. And, we just couldn't find a way to execute pitches with their hitters. Pretty much from the fourth inning on, they had two big innings, and we just couldn't find a way to get them out. And, hitting's contagious. And we couldn't find a way to score. We had in the fifth and the sixth inning, we had opportunities, had second and third, and just couldn't find a way to get it done. But we kept competing. The momentum, really shifted into, about the second half of the game in their dugout, and our guys just kept fighting, and then finally, there in the ninth, Seth Beer steps up and bleeds one through the middle of the field, and we score a couple, and then Riley Gilliam stepped up and was big time for us there in the ninth. So, we'll take it. These are the kind of games that you got to win. And our guys got to understand, that you can't let the scoreboard dictate how you compete. Even when we're up by a bunch of runs. One thing we know, Florida State is one of the best atmospheres in the country. I got to give their fans credit, man. This place was electric tonight, and made it tough on our guys. And their guys kept competing, and really challenged us. And but we found a way to get it done.
Similar to the Georgia Tech Sunday game, you guys get out the big lead. You're a little disappointed that you guys didn't keep going that day. You kept going today.
Yeah.
You just couldn't quite get that run in, and then you rallied back.
Well, we had a couple miscues. In the fifth inning, we tried to bunt and, pot the bunt up, and then we were overly aggressive at second base with our secondary lead, and they doubled us up, and, that can't happen. That's on me as a coach. I got to make sure that my guys understand how to run the bases the right way and that they're prepared for that moment. So, we had opportunity there, and then in the sixth, we had another, chance to score some runs, and, we just got to get the ball up in the zone with runners in scoring position and swinging quality strikes. But, again, it's good to be in situations like this. You want everything thrown at your ball club as you get through the second half of this season and keep fighting and clawing to get to where you want to be at the end of the year. So, our guys were challenged, and it's obviously great to get a win here in Game 1 against a great Florida State ball club.
Had to go to Gilliam probably a little early than you wanted to, but talk about how he came in and
well, we just felt like that was the high leverage situation. We just felt like at that point they were hitting everything we threw in the strike zone, and we had to bring in our best reliever if we were going to win this game. And again, you got to take them one game at a time, and you got to do what you think can help you win that game that day. And we may have burned him. I haven't quite seen the pitch count, but we do what we got to do to win the game. And, we were throwing everybody we could out of the bullpen at them, and they just kept swinging the bat and swinging the bat and swinging the bat. And it was just one of those offenses you just couldn't get out. They do such a good job of laying off off-speed pitches down in the zone and making you throw the ball up in the zone. And it seems like every time we threw a ball up in the zone, they squared it up. And it wasn't like they were hitting ground balls to the infield. They hit some balls hard on the barrel. So it wasn't from lack of throwing strikes. We threw strikes, but you just got to give them credit. But I got to give my guys credit too, because we jumped out to the early lead. We kept competing, we kept our composure, and we found a way to get it done in the ninth, scored a couple runs, and Riley was unbelievable in the ninth inning, probably as good as you'll see him. So I'm just proud of him because if it wasn't for Riley, he had two shutdown innings there for us and kept them at bay to give us a chance to win this game.